general rule of skating is to keep the weight towards the ball of your foot. Now, I may have said that once or twice. Keep the weight on the ball of your foot. You know, you skate on the ball of your foot. Ball of your foot. Ball of your foot. Always got the weight on the ball of your foot. Ball of your foot. Any more weight on the ball of your foot. Ball of your foot. So what about if you want to try a heel manual, which basically means putting all of your weight onto the two back trucks? The exact thing I've told you not to do. You do this move because this will help you build up to getting that weight transfer. The first bit of this move is just swapping stagger. So I'm going to just change feet and put my weight on the back leg. So now we need to add in some of this glide, some sway. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to rise and fall as we change feet. So I'm going to be down and I'm going to come up and change, come up and change. This time we're going to lean on an outside edge on the foot that's in front. Outside edge, come up, drop, outside edge, come up, drop, outside edge. And of course, we need to add our arms. So we're going to use our shoulders, arms and head to point and pull us in the direction that we want to go. So if I'm on my left foot, my left outside edge, I'm going to be looking over here. And then vice versa, right foot in front, right outside edge, over here. So let's give it a go rolling. So I want to go over here, I want to go over here. So I'm doing my up, down, over here. Up, down, over here. It starts to feel a bit clunky and you can't get it too fluid because you've got too much weight on the front truck of the front foot, and it's a lot easier to do this with less weight there, which is where our heel manual starts to come in. So let's try and release a little bit of weight from that front truck. You can try this on your most comfortable side because everybody has a stagger that they're more comfortable in. So try this on your comfortable side. So I'm going to do my sway. Now this is my comfortable side. So all I'm going to do is just shift my weight from the ball of that foot just to the mid-foot. So don't think about putting it to the heel. Think about just releasing a little bit of weight from this front truck. And I'm still leaning on my outside edge, but my outside edge is going to come from putting weight here rather than my little toe. So I'm still leaning on my outside edge, but I'm just releasing a little bit of weight from that ball of the foot to bring it back to the mid-foot. And that releases it. And what happens is the front of the skate will start to slide, and then it will feel a lot easier to get this sway because you get this action here. When we now do this rolling, because we've taken the weight off of that front track, we've almost got a tighter turning circle, which means we'll be able to get much more deeper edges and much more sway. Fantastic. So weight to the mid. And what you find is this arm push, you can really use that now because I'm slipping. This is where you can start to play with it a little bit, because what I was doing that last go back was I had the weight towards the midfoot on both skates. And that was why I was getting tighter and tighter, because the back foot is also got a smaller turning circle. So it's here, midfoot on both feet. See how I'm just kind of easily able to turn because I've got very little weight on those two front trucks. Now, once you start to feel comfortable with this, you can start thinking about actually going up onto a heel manual on one of the feet when you feel comfortable. So if I slow it back down again, so I'm here, and I'm like, I think I could lift that toe. Now what happens when you lift the toe is you roll up. It's not a huh, because that's horrifying. So you're slowly releasing more and more weight and it rolls up. So what will happen is as you release the weight, the heel will roll forward and take the place of your front truck, because that's where most of your weight was. It's got to move. So don't feel scared when you feel that, because it just needs to slip into place. So here, it's gonna roll forward a little bit. It's gonna roll forward. But the slower you release the weight, the less of a jolt you're gonna get. And you'll feel safer. And once you get very confident, you can start just lifting that front foot. And then when you're really confident, you can start thinking about centering the weight and lifting both feet. So I'm thinking about having the weight on the midfoot, on the front and the back foot, which is gonna make it easy for me to turn. And I can lift my front truck nice and easily. Here and here. Now I want to go to 2 trucks. So I need to make sure that my weight is 50-50 because that's the only way that it's going to work to be able to get up onto the 2 trucks. So I'm here, I'm going to lift this and then I'm going to lift the back foot. And it's always a lot harder to release the back foot because you're releasing the weight from this front one and this gets nice and light, but you have to shift your body weight 50-50 to be able to release this one. But all my weight's on this foot now because this one doesn't feel as stable. This one's got 4 wheels down, so it feels really nice and stable. But I have to put more weight here to be able to lift that. So this is why hill manual feels so awkward and it's always harder to lift the second foot off of the floor. In my position and lift. So do you see how I've got a little bit more speed now? That actually helps me. So what I can do is go mid-foot, get a bit of speed, get the feel of lifting the weight off and then just lift. So it's a gradual process. When I get a bit of speed and I feel really confident, that's when I fully lift. So I'm thinking, right, mid-foot, mid-foot, they're both feeling quite light. I've got a nice bit of speed, lift. And this is a really nice way to just gain your confidence with this because hill manuals are proper terrifying. Make sure you're really confident with each stage of this move before you start adding and thinking about lifting the weight off that front truck. It's really important that you're confident, you've got a bit of speed. So don't rush this one. It might be a video that you need to come back to a few times as you progress through your skating journey. I'm Katie with Skatie, and I'll see you next time. Bye.